What is going on, everyone? It's Manny from BackCourt Violation hitting you with another video, and today we got some pretty cool news. It was kind of, out of left field, didn't really see it coming, but the Hornets traded Dwight Howard to the Nets for Timothy Mozgov, a second-round pick tomorrow, and a second-round pick in 2021. Now, that being said, I think it's a good move on both sides. The Nets don't need Mozgov. But bringing in a name like Dwight Howard is going to help. They're in New York, they're in the Mecca, they need to sell tickets. It's going to help at the least bit, adding him with D'Angelo Russell. But that being said, man, I got to say it. I feel bad for Dwight. I really do. Granted, his years in Houston and LA, he probably had a little work ethic problem. So, I understand why some people are low on him. But, man, he was the player for like a 3-year stretch, man. And it's just sad that with the way the game has changed the last few years, that a man like Dwight Howard, even with the back surgeries and everything, I know he's not the same player, but he's still an above-average player. So a player like Dwight Howard is expendable, like year to year. What is this? His fourth team in 4 years, third 1-year stint. You got to feel for the guy because he's better than that. He's always happy, too. I feel like he'd be a good clubhouse guy, at least at this point in his career. But, yeah, so I think the Nets won this trade, even though they're giving up 2 second-round picks. Granted, we don't know, when they made the trade for Mozgov last year and D'Angelo Russell, the first-round pick they ended up trading to the Lakers was Kuzma. So I guess we can't really say, who won the trade yet, but just looking at it right now, it looks like the Nets, just because, they should help them win a couple more games this year, should help them sell some more tickets, get some popularity. Hopefully bringing in another vet is going to help D'Angelo in the head because, the kid, he's got tons of skills. He's just, got to stay mature. He's got to keep maturing. And then I look at it from the Hornets side, it makes sense. It seems to me maybe they're trying to throw their hand in the Kawhi sweepstakes. Maybe Jordan wants to re-sign him to Jordan Brand and, obviously bringing him in Charlotte. It's not a bad city. He could be the face of the franchise. He's going to the East Coast. Kind of be like, he pretty much would be, if LeBron were to stay, his only competition in the East, or his best at the very least. But if they're not going to be active with Kawhi Leonard, it's going to be either tomorrow night in the draft. Maybe they trade Kemba. I was hearing about that today, that Cleveland is still interested. After this trade, it seems to me maybe they're going to try and keep Kemba and unload everyone else around him. But we'll see. We'll see. But I also look at it like, trading Dwight Howard, even though you're taking Mozgov's contract, his contract's actually less than Dwight Howard's, so they're saving $7 million this year. So, from both sides, I think they both won. I think they just, obviously this was just a money move to get roster spots on both sides. So, it worked, and I think at the very least, I think good things are going to happen for Dwight. I don't know how much playing time Mozgov's going to get in Charlotte, because they have Zeller and they pretty much are the same player. They're both not that great. But I'm hoping this will rejuvenate Dwight, even though he's not a Knick, being in New York. It's like I said, it's the Mecca. So, that's all I got for this one, man. It's short and sweet. We all know Dwight Howard. He's been around for a while. We all just know what he is at this point. It's just a shame to really see it come to fruition that he's not a necessity. I remember 10 years ago when if you didn't have a center, even a Kendrick Perkins type center, you weren't going anywhere. Now you can just have 4 guards on the court with one big guy. And, the great ones are really a dime a dozen, and with his injuries, he's not great anymore. But like I said, I still think he's an above-average player. I take Dwight on the Knicks, not for the money he's making, but we'll see what happens next year. But all right, guys, I'm heading out. You guys have a good one. Stay tuned. We are live streaming the draft tomorrow night, me and Jet Central. So, tune into that. Let me get your questions and, your feedback. I want to know what you guys got to think, too. Remember to hit the like and comment and subscribe. Sorry about that, but yeah. See you next time.